This platform is great.
Dear international students, I hope you are well and staying safe wherever you are. As usual, we are bringing direct university representative and the partner universities for all international students who are planning to pursue their careers at world levels. So today we are representing one of the leading university based in Spain, and you, as an international student, if you are planning to pursue your academic careers in Spain, then this session is for you. Please make sure you watch this webinar till end, because our guest, he would be representing the university, and later on we will be taking all the questions on board. Before I introduce him, obviously I would like to highlight some of the importance of studying in Spain. As you know, Spain is one of the leading country in European Union, and it has high quality education. There are so many universities that has a prestigious ranking at world level according to the QS ranking as well. Spain is a country that has high level of rich diversity, and you can say the language proficiency as well. Spanish is one of the language that is one of the most common language spoken worldwide after English. If we compare the cost and the tuition fee in Spain, that is comparatively low in most of the European countries, so that you would be taking a benefit of studying in Spain. Apart from that, obviously, Spain is one of the country that have, you can say, very welcoming environment. The people are very nice. Country itself, it's a very beautiful country with the natural, you can say, some of the coast beaches. It is one of the best place for tourism and hospitality as well. Apart from that, if we see the government of Spain, they are investing a lot of, you can say, the funds for higher education sectors as well. If we see the recent allocations, the government has allocated approximately 143 million euros for university staff and faculty management as well. That ensure the government of Spain is really looking after the universities and higher education providers in Spain to ensure that the Spain stand at top level in higher education sector in the world. Before I move on, obviously I would like to invite, and I would like to introduce my guest, Piers Melissis. He is the International Key Account Manager at European University. So, Piers, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate your presence in the live webinar.
Hi, Sergio. Welcome. And nice to meet you, guys.
Perfect. So, Piers, what happened? So, what you can do, you can start your presentations.
Mm.
Our students, potential student who would be attending the webinar, they would be writing down some of the question in the comment section. So, once you will finish your presentation, then you can take the question on board.
No problem. It will be
So,
my great pleasure to answer them without any
perfect.
problem.
Floor is yours.
Okay. Hi to everyone who's attending this presentation. I'm really nice to meet you. It's really nice to meet you. As Sergio just told you, I'm Pierre, and I work at the Universidad Europea, which is the Spanish private universities leader. I'm part of the international team and part of the agencies team, and we have an official partnership with SAGID organization and HSI Consultants to help you guys come to study to Spain. The idea of today's presentation is to introduce you to the Universidad Europea, and above all to give you a piece of information about why would you study in Spain rather than in any other country. You have to consider Spain as a leader, a real destination, Europe's leader in higher education. Okay, we have more than 90 universities all around Spain. 50 of them are public universities, and 41 universities are private universities. We can offer you guys educational quality, multicultural environment, safety, a great cost of living and stuff. And we'll go through that information later on in the presentation. Spain has great welcoming policies. We keep welcoming international students. Other countries I know, like the UK, Canada, Australia, Netherlands, do struggle with welcoming international students. We do not. We are more than happy to welcome international students. There are lots of communities, networks, groups to welcome international students, and not only to come to study, but also to come to study and work, because Spain gives you guys the opportunity to study and work at the same time so that you can pay your studies. And that's really, really interesting for you. The cost of living is very competitive and very interesting compared to other top European countries. For example, you can go to any traditional restaurant and have a full lunch menu, for example, for I'd say 12 or 13 euros, whereas in other European cities like London or Paris, being French, I can talk to you great about Paris, and it would be way, way more expensive. Housing issues do not exist in Spain. It's getting more expensive, that's true, but it's still very competitive. You can find a share flat, for example, in Madrid, which is the Spain's capital, for, I'd say, between 400 and 600 euros without any problem. Spanish language is the second most spoken language worldwide after the English language, obviously. Thinking that you would be from a I'd say, another country than the UK, you would be able to speak your own native language than the English, because you can study in English at the Universidad Europea without any problem. And you will also be able to speak Spanish, because after studying, I'd say 2, 3, or 4 years in Spain, you would obviously be fluent in Spanish. So that would be already 3 dominating languages for you guys. And in the even everyday more international world that we are living in, it's so interesting on the curriculum to be fluent in more than 2 languages. Having said that, Spain is a great destination to study in. Why would you then study at the Universidad Europea, and why in Spain would the Universidad Europea be the most interesting option for you guys? We actually have 8 campuses all around Spain, okay? We are all around Spain in 5 great cities. The first one is Madrid, Spain's capital. We have 3 campuses in Madrid. The first one is for the bachelor's degree. The second one is for the master's degrees. And we have another campus especially dedicated to the arts and design courses. We have another one in Valencia on the east side coast, and another one in Alicante. Those 2 campuses are a little bit smaller than the Madrid's ones, but different. They are city center based, and they are way closer to the beach and the sea. It's just another study experience. Another one in Malaga, Andalusia, which is very interesting for its geographical position, because it's just right between Africa and Europe, and it's a great city, developing a lot in the recent years. And we have other 2 campuses in the Canary Islands, which is great number of islands close to Africa. There's always sun over there. It's important to know it, and a great, I'd say, another study experience. So we can offer you 8 campuses and 8 ways of studying. I'd say the first campus you can see on the left, on the top of the picture, is the Villaviciosa de Odon's campus. It's the biggest one. It's kind of the American campus, I'd say. For you guys who can see some Netflix series, let you know that it's where they just shot the Elite series. I know it's always very relevant to tell you about it. Another campus is the Alcobendas one, and the Creative Campus one that's right in the city center of Madrid. Another one is the Valencia campus and Alicante. They are smaller ones, but still very interesting. Another one in Malaga, and the other two ones in Canarias. The two ones in Canary Islands are based in the Tenerife Islands, if you want to look for some information on the internet. Some key facts about the Universidad Europea. We have more than 50,000 students, okay, around across our 8 campuses, and more than 55% of our students are international students coming from foreign countries. I was just saying a question in the chat. Why would the Universidad Europea be more interesting than any other university? The first answer is that no other university in Spain has so many international students and so many courses in English. And apart from how many students do we have, I can obviously talk to you about the percentage of the students who can get a job in the first year after graduating. And we have more than 90% of the students who graduate at the Universidad Europea who get a job in the first year after studies. And that's really, really, really interesting, because apart from coming to study, you come to Spain to study, but to get a job and to get a future. And we at the Universidad Europea can guarantee you a great future thanks to the international courses that we can offer. We are present in the QS World University Ranking, as Sajid was talking to you about, and in other international rankings, such as the Shanghai ranking, the El Mundo ranking as well in Spain. And we are growing every year in those rankings. For example, we are named in the QS rankings for the students diversity and the international students ratio, which is very crucial, I'd say, for the international students that you are. Having said that, we are a very interesting university in Spain. What could you come to study to Universidad Europea? A great number of international students actually come to study health programs. We offer dentistry, nursery, pharmacy, medicine, physiotherapy programs, biomedicine programs, etc., in such an incredible environment. I can just go to the next slide, and then I'll go back to this one to show you the simulated hospital we can offer you. For example, this is the Madrid simulated hospital. We count with 800 square meters of simulated hospital that the students can use in their practical lessons from the first year. And that's very, very impressive. If you have the opportunity to come and travel to Spain, I would just recommend you guys to come and visit the campus, because you'll be very impressed by our facilities. Then you can study a lot of STEAM courses, architecture, engineering, all types of engineering, aerospatial engineering, industrial engineering, product engineering, etc. And we are always seeking to help you guys to get international accreditations. Let's take the architecture diplomas example. If you study architecture in the Universidad Europea, you'll get European credits that will be valid all around Europe. But we know that a lot of students actually then go to other countries, so you'll get the European credits and the British and the American accreditation to be able to work in the UK or in the US. And I know a lot of you guys are interested in working in the UK then. Obviously, we have a lot of social sciences courses, business, international business, business administration, finance, communication, marketing, advertising, etc. And we have a lot of partnerships with great companies in Spain, such as IKEA, Amazon, Mediaset, etc. And this is a strength of the Universidad Europea. We can offer you guys a great range of partnerships to do your internships in those companies, and then get enrolled and get employed in those companies. And apart from that, let me finish with the great partnership we have with the Real Madrid. I know all of you guys, wherever you are from, do know the Real Madrid, which is a football club based in Madrid. We have an official partnership with the Real Madrid to be able to stamp all of our sports degrees with the Real Madrid's name. So the university, the Real Madrid University, is based on the European university I'm part of. So this is a great stamp for you guys. Let me show you other of the Universidad Europea top facilities: a great dentistry simulation lab, an iShop Center, which is a sports research and development performance center. A lot of sportsmen always come to prepare themselves at our sports center, such as Carlos Sainz, which is a Formula One driver, for example, a veterinary hospital, an industrial lab, etc. I've already talked to you about the Creative Campus, which is the most attractive offer of Creative Campus in Europe. You can study there design, video games, design management, fashion, etc., etc. And it's right in the city center of Madrid, in the district of Salamanca. I've already talked to you about the Real Madrid School, where you could study sports management, football coach, basketball coach, sports finance, economics, and stuff. And to give you a short conclusion, because I just want to give you guys time to ask me everything you want, I'd say that the Universidad Europea, European University, is the top private university in Spain. I'd say that Spain is a growing country in Europe. Others are decreasing. Spain is increasing its economy and its foreign politics every day. And we have updated programs aligned with market demands. We are not offering you some, I'd say, stupid programs that won't be useful for you guys then after graduating. We are offering you programs that will generate then jobs opportunities. And that's what you have to emphasize on, to study and to choose the university that's gonna welcome you. Sajid, I don't want to, I don't know if you want me to share my screen, then to share a video or if you just want me to share the link.
It's entirely up to you. I mean, if you just play the video and share on the screen, it would work.
Okay, then just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna try to show it, guys, to you here. This is a very interesting 3 minutes long video to give you more information about about the university. Okay, present. Okay, yeah, that's great.
I think there is no volume, unfortunately.
There's no volume.
No.
If not, I guess the image is already interesting.
Yeah. I think it's better like we can see without voices, and there would be anyway some learning experience for potential students.
Okay, so you want me to let it?
Yeah, I think you can continue with this,
This way? And that's it.
Excellent. So, Pierre, first of all, thank you very much for all the wonderful information you have shared with all our potential students. There were so many exciting points that you have mentioned, and in particular, if we see 8 campuses, a private university, it's really a massive achievement, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe even some of the public universities don't have so many campuses in Spain.
That's true.
I do have some of the question that would be coming from my side. Maybe it would be some tough question, and then we will go to the student side. Sometime, especially when we talk about studying in Spain, and there is a craze for public universities, and the students really want like public funded universities because they would be getting high amount of scholarship, in fact, you can say. Yeah. Although I do understand that we are charging the fee, but in terms of facilities, in terms of students' academic experience, learning experience, how we differentiate ourselves from the other universities. Although you have mentioned so many points, but just like piece of satisfaction.
I'd say some key points would be the international rankings we are recognized in. No other Spanish university has so many distinctions in any ranking. I'd say the most important and relevant one would be the QS World University Ranking, obviously. Apart from that, I'd say that no other university in Spain has 8 campuses all around Spain and all based in so strategic cities and areas, because we are not going to Malaga just telling there's the beach, so we are going to Malaga. We are going to Malaga, for example, because we know that it's a very well developing region looking for new graduated international workers. And apart from that, I'd say that the most important thing is the international students we have. We have more than half of our students who are international. So if we are talking about numbers, having more than 50,000 students, more than half of them are international. So that would be more than 25,000 international students all around our 8 campuses. So this is massive. I mean, no other Spanish university has so many international students. If you guys just come to visit our campus, you'll just note that you'll hear speaking English, French, Spanish, Italian, Arabic, etc., etc.
No, that's absolutely true. You mentioned about, if I'm not wrong, 55% of the students are international students. Yeah,
That's right.
That's really makes a university really a diversified university. That shows that this is purely an international university. I just want to know about the diversity of the student. Like, I mean, do you cover almost all the countries, all the continents, or which one is the highest number of students you are recruiting from countries?
We have more than 143 nationalities. A lot of our students come from, I'd say, 3 regions. The first one would be South America for Spain's history with South America. A lot of Colombian students, Brazilian, Argentinian students. Another great region would be Northern Europe and France in particular. And another great region is, I'd say, Asia. Asia for the South Asia region. We have a lot of students coming from South Asia and every day more.
Excellent. Maybe it would be a funny question, but although you have outstanding facilities for international student, and obviously when we see the diversity and international student numbers, 55%, it's really make like the big numbers. Is this due to country, as because the country has very like wonderful, you can say the climate overall, like natural scenes, beaches, hard tourist attraction in the whole Europe? Is this also one of the reason?
The fact is that I'd say some years ago, Spain was recognized as a great destination for tourism and going on holidays, but not that much as an elite academic destination. Now it is. So if I then have the choice between one country that can offer you, I'd say, a rainy climate every day and a great academic option, and another country that can offer you a great sports options, sunny days all year long, international experience, and a great academic option, I definitely go to that second option, which is the Spanish option. So that's obviously true. And apart from that, you mentioned some facilities we could offer to international students. We have in every campus an international students office. So there's always someone to help international students to get used to living in Spain. And we have so many international students that the international students who come to the Universidad Europea never get lost because there's always someone to help them. If it's not a teacher, if it's not a university member, it will be another international student. There are lots of Instagram groups, TikTok groups, WhatsApp groups, which are thought and built to help them get used to living in Spain and studying at the Universidad Europea.
Excellent. And obviously, I do the webinar with most of our partner universities directly. And the one thing that I have noticed in this university, that you have, I mean, so many courses that are really, really practical. And obviously, they have a great future careers perspectives as well, especially in STEMs. You talk about physiotherapies as well. You talk about sports, like if we see that Spain is obviously the home of football, So these are some of the courses that I mean, most of the universities are not offering, either due to lack of facilities or due to the lack of resources. It can be any reason. These courses, obviously, if I'm not wrong, has a lot of practical element in the course, rather than theoretical courses. So you mentioned about the internship programs as well, or the placement. So when you guys send the student for an internship, will these be the paid internship or unpaid, or and at what stage the university really support the student in order to secure these internship?
Yeah, it all depends on which internships are we talking about. It can be paid or unpaid internships. The question is not this one. I'd say that the most relevant point is that, as I told you guys, Spain offers you the opportunity to study and get a job at the same time. And that's really, really interesting because you could be having an internship and at the same time working in any other company in Spain. And this extra work would help you guys to pay your studies at the Universidad Europea. Apart from that, Spain has something absolutely wonderful. That is, you can get a 3-year working visa in Spain after graduating to keep living and working in Spain thanks to the diploma you have just got at the Universidad Europea. And that's incredible because if you're coming from any foreign country, Spain gives you the opportunity to study and work and then stay in Spain with this working visa, to stay in Spain, to remain living in Spain, to keep living in Spain, working and getting used and getting more and more and more experience. And then if you want to go back to your country, you can obviously do it without any problem. But I can swear that living in Spain is such a great experience that you want.
Yeah,
And
there is.
you were talking about, practical things at the University of Europea. Just to give you the little information, the Universidad Europea's motto is learning by doing. So you'll be practicing every day, every day, every day. It's not like that kind of huge classes where you only have theoretical classes. It's very practical. If you do not understand something, you'll be able to ask your teacher about it and then practice, and then just practice it. And that's very, very interesting.
Excellent, Pierre. Thank you very much. I think I should stop now. Let me go to the question set, and if there will be anything, then I would be asking later on. Yeah. Okay. Just a second. So maybe there would be some of the question that you have already responded during your presentation.
I've seen some questions about the language level, I guess.
Okay, so there is question you can see on your screen if you can kindly respond. Yeah.
Can you explain the payment plan? What is the initial deposit? How many installments are available and where are tuition payments due? The initial deposit is usually a 10% of the total tuition fees. The total tuition fees can vary a lot between a course and another. I'd say that it would be between 10,000 euros a year and 25,000 euros a year. If you want more information about prices, just ask HSI consultants and they'll give you all the information. You can pay the tuition fees within 1, 10, or 12 installments without any problem and without any cost. And you have to pay the tuition fees before the end of the scholar year, of the school year, basically.
Okay. All right. So if I summarize this question overall, whatever the course is, the minimum deposit from their own country is 10%, right?
Yeah.
The remaining, obviously, the fee would be paid in installments, right?
Yeah.
But all the fee has to be paid before the course is finished.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, for example, if the fee is £10,000, so it means by paying £1,000, 1,000 euros, the student can get the acceptance letter. Is that mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how you experience? Do you experience any difficulties the student do have while paying the remaining fee?
No, No, to be honest, no, because they only have to pay the reservation fees when they get enrolled. So that would be between, I'd say, September and May or June the year before. And then they can just tell the official Universidad Europea's counselor, I want to pay my school year within 12 installments. Okay, let's do then a precise calendar and you'll have everything clear.
Okay. Yesterday, I had a meeting with one of the universities in Belgium, and they mentioned that the full fee has to be paid in advance because this is the Belgium embassy requirement, not the university requirement. So, is there any restriction or any requirement from the Spanish embassy at the government side as well, like how much minimum or maximum student need to pay?
No, then depending on the country where the students come from,
All right.
the Spanish embassy could ask them to have any amount of money in the bank account, but that doesn't have anything to do with the Universidad Europea.
Okay, excellent. All right. There is another question. You can look into that.
Dependents allowed for student visa holders in Spain. Does Universidad Europea permit dependents for any? By dependents, you mean family members?
Yeah.
It could be, but to be honest, the people that come to Spain usually come on their own, and then the dependents come later. But the Universidad Europea, I repeat that we do not have anything to see with that issue since we are private university. It's like you are a student and you have your private life, but your private life is your private life. We won't enter in your private life.
Okay. Yeah, I was even reading the guidelines as well from the Spanish government website. So officially, the student family is allowed. They can travel either with the student or even after that. It's entirely up to them. They just need to meet the requirement, whatever the financial requirements are, or the visa checklist. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. And
is any portion of the fee refundable at any stage of the admission of visa process? That's a great question. For example, if you get enrolled and pay your 10% reservation fee, but get your visa denied, we'll be able to refund the reservation fee. If you pay the reservation fee, get your visa accepted, but then just change your mind and want to go to any other country or do not want to go anymore to the University of Europe, we won't be able to refund the reservation fee. That's a very great question, Awais. Thank you.
Excellent. All right.
It's me, Arisha from Karachi. I want to know about master's program in Spain. Does Spain offer a student visa that allow me to bring my spouse with me? That's the same question as we've already answered.
Thank you.
Any scholarship options specifically for international students? We do have scholarships options that can grant you up to 30% of the tuition fees. To be honest, it's not the easiest thing to get at the Universidad Europea. I don't want to give you false information, but you can get it, especially if you have great academic grades. So you can ask for an international scholarship between March and July, and you can then get it without any problem. No, but you can get it.
All right.
Minimum financial proof needed for student. It all depends on the country. We don't have anything to see with that question. Sorry, Arisha.
Yeah. I was looking at the guidelines. So approximately monthly €600, and if we talk about 1 year, €7,200 normally comes. So they actually, because in every single country, automatically every year, because due to inflation, the prices are increasing. The embassy and the government, they have to increase the financial requirements. So according to this is called the Spanish public multiple effects income indicator. So they see, so it's roughly €600 on a monthly basis, 7,200 for a year.
Approximately.
Okay. Yeah. Another question, please. Can I work part-time during my studies, and how many hours are allowed?
Yeah, you can. How many hours I wouldn't be able to tell you, and I don't want to give you false information, but you are allowed. You are allowed.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a conversation with another institute last week. So they mentioned about 30 hours. Now the same is coming on the different resources as well.
For support services specifically. The university itself, no, but you have a great agency to work with HSI Consultants. They can support you with your admission process, visas application. That's why I always recommend you guys to come through an agency such as HSI Consultants.
Thank you.
And they are really nice. There's been offer post-study work. I've already answered that question as well. Yes.
So, so how many months is the, like, for example, in the UK, it was 2 years before, now it's 18 months. That's the new policy.
I guess it's 3 years.
Okay.
Internships or practical training included in your programs? Yeah, you have all the details about our programs on our website, www.universidadeuropea.com. You can just look for the program you're interested in, and you have all the details in English with all the hours, volumes, and stuff on the website.
Excellent.
About sorry.
Sorry. Before you answer this question, there are so many, so we can combine this question in one go. Overall academic entry requirement and the IELTS requirement, English language. So, for example, if someone don't have IELTS, but they have a previous degree that was taught in English in their home country, will they be exempted?
Okay. The academic entry requirements are the same for Pakistani students than for any other international student. You'll have to get a B2 level of language in the language you want to study in. For example, let's imagine that you want to study a business administration program in English in Madrid. We'll send you 3 or 4 tests. The first one is an English test. You have to get a B2 level of English. Okay. The only test we are going to accept is our own platform test. No need to get Cambridge, NIELTS, anything. No need to get it. You just have to take our own test. Sometimes we'll ask you to do a Spanish test. No worries. I know you guys do not know anything about Spanish. It's only for us to be able to tell the academic staff, okay, this student does not know Spanish, so be careful with him. It's just to make your life more comfortable. So if you get an A1 level of Spanish, no worries, there's no problem. English test, Spanish test, a talent test, which is a soft skills test. How do you guys work within pressure, within a team? How do you work in group? Do you like working in group or not? There's no good, no bad answer, just personal answers. And then a written motivational interview. Okay, why do I want to study in Spain? Why do I want to study business? Why do I want to study at the Universidad Europea? Etc., etc., etc. About the grades that are needed, it always depends. I'd say if you study, for example, an A level, I'd say a grade around 2, around B, sorry. If you study an European college, I'd tell you about between 13 to 14 out of 20. And it all depends. If you want to get sure that everything's okay, you can just send the HSI Consultants team your grades, and they'll ask me about whether it's possible or not for you guys to enter, and we'll help you through all the admission process. The admission process can go very quick. If you, for example, are interested in applying at the Universidad Europea, the application process step by step is I contact the HSI Consultants team. They collect my interest, my application, my documents. The HSI Consultants team will send me your documents, and you'll then receive the test from dedicated counselor from the Universidad Europea. Okay? Once you receive the test, you'll have around 1 week to do them. And if you get admitted, you'll receive an email to be able to pay the reservation fees. Everything can be done through a timeline of 1 week, to be honest, if you're quick doing the test. If not, it can last up to 2 months. I don't know. It all depends on you guys. We'll be more than reactive.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah, so this is another relevant question.
No, we only accept our own English test.
Okay.
Listen, deadline. If you want to study in January, we have intake in January. I'd say the sooner the better, because if you have then to do a visa application file and stuff, could be short. If you want to study in September, I tell you that between now and April, May, but the sooner the better, to be honest.
That's true.
Because then the courses get full. For example, the dentistry course in Malaga is already full, for example.
For the next year?
For the next year, yeah.
Wow, that's great.
We have a great amount of interest, to be honest. We are very popular and we are very proud of it. What internship or industry placement opportunities are available for master students? As I told you, Amazon company, IKEA's company, the Mediaset Group, the Real Madrid, in the Sanitas clinics, health clinics. There are lots of opportunities we can offer you. How much study gap for UG? There's no limit on study gap, no problem.
What is the maximum age you are accepting a student at university?
You could easily come to study, Fajid, if you'd wanted to.
All right. Because here in the UK, we have even students who are 60s or
no problem. To be honest, next year I'll probably keep studying at the Universidad Europea, master in management.
Excellent. Okay, I think this one you have already answered, if I'm not wrong. Yeah,
10%.
This one you have already answered as well.
Installment plans. Yeah. I just saw a question about okay, that's the agency's work, so you can ask this question to HSI Consultants.
Yeah, that would be helping anyway.
I just saw a question about dorms. Do we have dorms? We do have dorms in the Madrid campus. We don't have dorms in Valencia, Alicante. We do have dorms in Malaga. But housing is not an issue in Spain. You can just get a room in the dorms we have on campus, and that's great. I recommend you to get a dorm there, but you can also get a shared flat, a room in a shared flat, or an individual flat with no problem in Madrid, in Malaga, in Valencia, in Alicante, in the Canary Islands. Any scholarships available? I've already answered as well.
Okay.
Please guide me about your bachelor programs. We have so many.
That's quite generic question, actually. We don't really know which bachelor program. So my team will get back to Shamil,
Okay, great.
Okay.
Internships. Yes, but I don't want to tell you you're going to be, I don't know, Mbappe's personal trainer tomorrow. I don't want to tell you. But yeah, for example, I have a friend of mine studying sports direction at the Real Madrid school, and he's actually having an internship within the Real Madrid academy. So that's possible. That's totally possible.
I think this one's already answered, but if you want to add up any more comments.
Average monthly cost between 1,000 and 2,000 euros.
Okay. I really want to add up more with this question. So, for example, there are different range of scholarship. One is called the standardized international scholarship, and its student is many country. Let's suppose 2, 3, 4,000 euros. The other one can be merit-based scholarship. Then obviously sponsored scholarship. So, what are the different range of scholarship actually?
We actually have two ranges of scholarship. The first one is for the high-level sportsmen and women. Okay, if you're a high-level sports man or woman, you can get a scholarship thanks to the Plan Compite. Through high-level sports player, I mean national level, not just like you're the best striker in your football club. It's really important to get a great notion about it. And then you have an academic scholarship, which is based on your academic grades. The better are your grades, the more, the most probable is your chance to get a scholarship.
Okay.
Okay, so there are lots of master's degrees available.
Okay. Please look at this question.
Dedicated visa support team to the international team. Actually, no. We do give you all the documents you need to apply. For your visa. But I don't want to lie. I don't want to tell you you'll have a dedicated counselor, and that's why we work with so qualitative agencies such as HSI Consultants to support you in that process. Online diploma from any Spanish institute. Our own language test, always. English or Spanish proficiency. B2, provide language support. Yeah, you have an online training course if you want to get prepared for the language test. Is work experience required for admission? No, no problem. I mean, if you want to work in the design area, obviously we'll ask you a portfolio. But if for any other master's degree, no problem.
And we talk about accommodation already, isn't it? So the university has accommodation in place if the student book it, yeah?
Yeah.
And because I'm not like bringing all the question on board, you talk about we have outstanding facilities, especially career sport team, work with the student to provide them career sport in terms of CVs, interview preparation, and so on, yeah?
Yeah.
What is the
university sports teams as well, engaged in the national championships, basketball, volleyball, football, handball, swimming, etc., etc. The process for final enrollment after arriving in Spain. And then you have to give the Universidad Europea before November 15th the proof of your national local diploma traduced to either Spanish or the English language.
Okay.
Before November 15th, so that gives you time. Okay, sport therapy. Okay, in Real Madrid, as I told you, it's possible, but it's not always. And you won't work with their professional team, obviously. Refund policy. Okay. In case of visa refusal, we can refund it without any problem.
Yeah, so they're saying like if they pay the fee and if in case the visa is rejected, yeah.
Yeah. Any diploma courses in which students not only get admission but have a high chance of getting a visa. To be honest, in any course we offer, you have a great chance of getting a visa since the Universidad Europea is a really international university and we have great contacts with embassies all around the world. I wouldn't tell you go to the business course because you have more chances to get a visa than if you go to the architecture course. That would be false. The fact is that if you go to a very international university through a great quality agency such as the HSI Consultants, who are gonna help you throughout all the process and give you all the information and get and present a great prepared visas application, there's no problem. You should get it.
Pierre, I don't really wanted to bring this question on screen, but I have seen there are 5-6 questions coming from different sources, So I think the applicant is really wanted to know that after completion of their studies, they would be giving job seeker visa, whatever, Okay, so in that particular period of time, they need to secure a job in order to stay over there permanently. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Excellent. We have done with all the questions. Some of the questions I didn't bring on board because they were either repeating questions or you have already answered anyway. So this one we have to cover anyway. Yeah. So that's all done, Piers. There is no more question, I believe. If there will be any coming in future, because our webinar will be still on social media. So if there will be any question, we will be dealing with that. If we need any support, then obviously I will be forwarding you that queries as question later on. Yeah.
No problem.
So it's nearly approximately 1 hour is gone. You must have a very busy schedule. I must say thank you very much for your time. Is there any final words you want to say to our potential applicants?
Final words would be just come. Really do consider Spain as a great, interesting, and international leading destination in terms of studying abroad. And you'll have more than half of our courses taught in English, and that's very important. You can either study in English or in Spanish, and we'll be more than happy to welcome you in any of our 8 campuses in Spain.
Excellent. So thank you very much, Pierre. So international students, please make sure if you have any relevant queries or question you are planning either with your family or as a single applicant, reach out to our local offices. My team would be over there to help and support you. As you know, we are the direct recruitment partner of the European universities. We always bring the university representative in the live webinar to ensure that you are getting the right information from the right people for your desired destination, either a country or university. Okay. So thank you once again, all my audience and potential students who are attending this webinar since for the last 1 hours. And please keep in touch. Leave your question in the comment section, or you can visit our website. You can communicate with the local teams, and we would be happy to help and support you. So, Pierre, it's time to wind up the session now. Thank you once again for your time, and I would be really glad to see you in person as well.
Thank you very much for your invitation. Just keep in touch.
Thank you. Take care.
See you.
Okay, bye.